welcome back to another video, and today is a big episode of Road to Endgame. If you guys know where we've been, what the last episode was, then you know exactly what we're talking about today. Ladies and gentlemen of the YouTube comments and audience, we are talking about Avengers Infinity War today. Before we get into it, you guys can tell how excited I am. I'm super pumped up. Thank you all so much for liking, commenting, subscribing, first even clicking on the video, even coming in and checking out the content. I really appreciate it. You know, this isn't a job. I do it for fun, and for you guys to come in and check it out and like and comment and subscribe means the absolute world to me. It just makes it so much more fun to make these videos. But again, if you are new, this is kind of how it works. So up until this point, we have reviewed every single movie in the MCU. We started... When did we start? We started the beginning of February, way back. But yeah, so we started at the beginning of February, and we started with Iron Man. We're all the way up now to Infinity War. So this is pretty much how it works. We've been doing it the same since the beginning. I will start, and I will catch you up with my ranking of the MCU. If you want to see the reviews of each of the movies, there is a playlist in the playlist section of my channel. Go check it out. It's got every review up until this point in there. But I will tell you catch you up to where they are ranked on my ranking list. Then I will give you guys the synopsis and tell you where it is rated on certain rating websites. Then I will give you guys my review. It will not be a long review. It will not be a big elaborate review. It'll be short, sweet. I'll tell you what I liked, tell you what I didn't like, tell you some of the issues I have, tell you some of the things I love. We'll get in, get out, nice, quick, and easy if you're picking up what I'm putting down. Then I will tell you where it is ranked in my personal MCU ranking. That's what I'm going off of, my personal ranking. You may disagree. It's just my ranking. That's just how it goes. And then to wrap it all in a bow, I will tell you how the movie ties into the overall MCU, most specifically Endgame. And guys, this is... I mean, come on. This is like... the prequel to Endgame, so there's going to be a lot that ties into Endgame. But without further ado, we're going to get started. The first thing we are going to do is catch you guys up with my ranking. Alright, so we're going to catch you up first with the ranking. We started off with Iron Man at number 5. Then we have the Incredible Hulk at number 21. Then we have Iron Man 2 at number 19. Thor at number 16. Captain America, the First Avenger at number 18. We have the Avengers at number 4. Then we have Iron Man 3 at number 13. Then we have Thor the Dark World at number 20. Captain America the Winter Soldier at number 3. We have Guardians of the Galaxy at number 7 and Avengers Age of Ultron at number 12. We have Ant-Man at number 11 and Captain America Civil War at number 2. After Captain America Civil War, we have Doctor Strange at number 17. And then we have Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 at number 15, Spider-Man Homecoming at number 6, Thor Ragnarok at number 10, and Black Panther at number 14. So we have 3 more movies left to review in the MCU, and today we are talking about, probably up until this point, the biggest movie in the MCU. We are talking about Avengers Infinity War. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's hop right into the synopsis. So starting off with the synopsis, Iron Man, Thor, the Hulk, and the rest of the Avengers unite to battle the most powerful enemy yet, the evil Thanos. On a mission to collect all 6 Infinity Stones, Thanos plans to use the artifacts to inflict his twisted will on reality. The fate of the planet and existence itself has never been more uncertain, as everything the Avengers has fought for has led up to this moment. On IMDb, it is rated an 8.5 out of 10, Metacritic a 68%, and Rotten Tomatoes 85%. Now guys, where do I even begin with this movie? There's really no bad, so I'm just going to talk about good, honestly. The Russo brothers did another one. They did it. They did another fantastic movie. They have done The Winter Soldier, Civil War, and now Infinity War. I'm so excited to see where they take Endgame. It's not even funny. But really, it's the stakes and the gravity of the film. The stakes are the highest they've ever been. as well as you have the biggest cast of characters you've ever had. You have all the Guardians, all the Avengers. You have like basically every side character known to man fighting Thanos. Like it's literally the ultimate crossover of all crossovers. All of our superheroes are meeting for the first time. They're not all meeting for the first time. That'll happen in Endgame, which is going to be dope. But they're all on the same screen at one point or another. You guys know what I mean. You've got like Thor with the Guardians. You have Tony with Doctor Strange and Spider-Man and blah blah. You guys all know. And then Tony and Spider-Man meet the Guardians, and it's just a nice fun time. But really though, the Russos were able to craft a story where you have all of these characters. It seems like they all get equal, perfect time on screen. They all have their own moments that are significant or important. But in the end, they made Thanos the best villain in the MCU. They really, really did. Like, for real, Thanos is the best villain in the MCU. He's my number one villain in the MCU. I think he's the number one villain. Maybe Darth Vader, the Joker from The Dark Knight, but I think he's got to be the best villain in movies. It's close, it really is, but I mean, come on. Like, seriously, it's kind of ridiculous. I dropped my pen. They were able to craft such an interesting story with Thanos that to a point you kind of understood where he was coming from. Now, obviously, mass genocide is not the way to go about it, but you understood what he was dealing with, which I thought was interesting. There are some big deaths in this movie. I mean, hell, most of the characters died. They were able to perfectly balance the comedy with the seriousness, which in this movie was perfect because it was a serious-er movie than others, but there was enough opportunity to throw in comedy, and I think they did that very well. But the biggest thing that really gets to me in this movie, and what really sets this movie apart from the others, besides kind of the grand nature of the movie itself, is the fact that the villain won. The villain won. When's the last time you saw a superhero movie and the superhero didn't win? I don't know. You can comment in the comments. I don't know. But the villain won. He did. And for people saying, oh, it's just Infinity War Part 1 and then Endgame is really Infinity War Part 2. No, this was a completely, like, this was its own story. And the book closed. Now we're opening the next book for Endgame. So I think that's the biggest thing that really stands out for me, is that they went to the length of the villain won. And now in Endgame, they got to figure out what are they going to do? What are they going to do? So I think the ending was absolutely perfect. Apparently, they were considering having the snap in Endgame, which I guess could have been cool, but at the same time, leave it on the cliffhanger. You snap at the end of the movie, and then now everyone has to go to the box office and has to go see it opening night to know what happens. So, I got to applaud the Russos. I got to applaud the screenwriters. They crafted a dang good movie. It's a good movie. But that's pretty much it for it. I'm not going to get too much more into it. I could talk for hours about this movie, and I think I'll be able to talk for hours on hours about Endgame, but I'm really, really looking forward to it. I got to tell you guys where it is rated on my MCU list. If you guys know me, and I think it's pretty obvious where it's rated, it is my number one movie in the MCU. It's my favorite movie in the MCU. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. It's a heck of a time. I love this movie so much. And yeah, it's just great. So before we say goodbye, we gotta show you guys how it is tied into the overall MCU. So it's the ultimate team up of the century. It's like the first big point I made. It's the ultimate team up of the century. Thanos is off to collect all the Infinity Stones by himself. We've been hearing Thanos' name. We've been seeing little glimpses of him for 10 years, or not 10 years, but like 8 or 9 years. We've been knowing of him. We finally get to see the true power of these little stones that have just been popping up here or there in the different movies. The space-powered time, mind, and reality stones. We are introduced to the Soul Stone. We're introduced to the last one. We are introduced to the final 6th one. Gamora, Heimdall, Loki, Vision, all dead, and I think they are all dead for good. The only two that I could see coming back are Gamora, which I think she will, because there's gonna be something with the Soul Stone that brings her back, and then Vision, they can rebuild Vision. Will that happen? I don't know. Heimdall and Loki, I think, are both dead. Rip. Over. Sorry. Thanos accomplishes his goal and snaps. The decimation happens. The original 6 Avengers, along with Nebula, Rocket, War Machine Wong, Okoye, and M'Baku, are the only ones that remain. Everyone else is snapped. Everyone else is gone. So that's pretty much it, guys. If you enjoyed, again, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know down in the comments below, what did you think of Avengers Endgame? Not Endgame. Infinity War. Let me know what you think. Did you like it? Did you hate it? I'd love to talk to you guys in the comments. But I could talk for hours about Endgame. I absolutely adore this movie. It's the best movie in the MCU, in my opinion, right now. I think it will be dethroned by Endgame like that. Just saying. But yeah, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video, and have a great rest of your day.